Hello and welcome to this not quite episode of The Beekeeper. The reason I say not quite is because the film I want to talk to you about today isn't particularly a B movie and certainly isn't underappreciated, but how could I resist filming in this? For a long time now, Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life has been my favourite film. There were a lot of reasons for this, but to put it simply, I think it's one of those rare occasions where everything worked. The script, the actors, the direction, it all comes together to make a pretty perfect film. The film tells the story of George Bailey, played by James Stewart, a man whose dreams never quite seem to come to fruition. From an early age he dreams of travelling the world and seeing the sights, but everything conspires against him and keeps him in his small hometown of Bedford Falls. Due to the death of his father, George is forced to take over the family buildings and loan company and battle against the villainous Potter who owns a rival bank. He sees the company through thick and thin, including the economic depression, at the expense of everything he wants for himself. George even has to stay at home during World War II due to an ear infection he got while saving his brother's life as a child. When the war is over and things are starting to look rosy, Potter steals some money from the buildings and loans, and if it isn't found, George will go to jail. It's at this point he decides to take his own life. Luckily for him, he has a guardian angel sent down who shows him the world that would exist if he had never been born. Some people have criticised the film for perhaps being a little overly sentimental, and the ending, yeah, you could probably say that's true. But really, if you think about it, It's a Wonderful Life is quite a dark film. Essentially, it's about a man, a very nice man, a family man, having a mental breakdown. He tries to commit suicide at one point, and it doesn't get much darker than that. Also, you can't really consider the film sentimental when you realise that George will never achieve his dreams. He's constantly going to be stuck in Bedford Falls, although he comes to appreciate this and sort of compromise with his family and agree that it is a wonderful life. He's never going to go travelling, he's never going to get out of the building and loans, and he's always going to live a small town life like he never wanted. Despite the film's darkness, I do think the film's overall message is a positive one. If you think about it, it's a film about community, about coming together, and about people deep down being genuinely good. If you haven't seen the film, I do recommend you check it out, especially in these days of economic recession, which seems to make it even more relevant, really. So, Christmas 2010, It's a Wonderful Life. Try and see it if you can.
Merry Christmas, Bedford Falls! Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter! Merry Christmas, you good old Beekeeper YouTube channel!